STAPE. If technology is science in practice, STAPE is where you can make it all happen. STAPE is a platform for building engineers and scientists. STAPE-ൽ അംഗമാകുക. ഇനി മലയാളത്തിൽ പഠിക്കാം.
Hi, I'm Shiva. Today we have an actor, director, producer, scriptwriter from Kannada film industry who have a huge fan following amongst the Malayali audience, Rakshit Shetty.
Hi.
Welcome, sir.
Hi.
Sir, first of all, we are super excited to watch Charlie in theatres by seeing its trailer. So, what was the first call as an actor to commit Charlie 777 for you?
I think the script
Okay.
and the director of the film, Kiran Raj,
Okay.
who has worked with me as an assistant director in my previous two films,
Kirik Party and
Ricky.
Okay.
So I knew what kind of a dedication and passionate guy that guy is,
Yeah.
and the kind of conviction he had about the script and the script itself
Yeah.
was so beautiful
Okay.
that I wanted to be part of it.
Okay. So you and Charlie is having a chemistry. The last scene of that trailer is very hitting emotionally for us. So, what kind of rapport is that between you and Dharma and Charlie?
I mean, Dharma and Charlie rapport is completely different.
Okay.
My rapport with Charlie is very different.
Okay.
Because, see, in the film, Dharma doesn't have anybody else other than Charlie, and Charlie also doesn't have anybody else other than Dharma. Whereas for this Charlie, everybody in the set were its best friends.
That's right.
And everybody in the set loved Charlie.
Charlie, yeah.
So obviously, the kind of rapport what I have with Charlie is great, and the same rapport she shares it with the director.
Okay.
With the trainer, obviously, it's even much more than that.
So
I had workshop of almost for 1 year with Charlie.
Okay, nice.
Like before we went to shoot, before every schedule, I used to have a workshop of one or 2 weeks with her.
Okay.
So that they should train me to how to command Charlie and make her act.
Yeah.
Because whenever I had to share screen with her,
Okay.
I had to make her perform. I had to perform, but also I had to make her perform.
Yeah.
And I had to, hold food for the dog between my fingers or inside my mouth, so that it looks at me and performs and does the trick the way it is supposed to be done.
That scene actually, her eyes are actually emoting so much in that last trailer scene.
Correct.
That how much you love, do you love me, Charlie? That scene. That's super. Sir, after the super success of Kirik Party and Ullidavuru Kandante, you created a phenomenal experimental movie, Avan Sriman Narayana. So that was a movie kind of cowboy setup. So how do we landed on that plot? How do we landed on that script? What was the spark for that film?
The idea was to create a fantasy land.
Yeah.
Also, I was in my career, I was in a stage where I wanted to write something which is out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
Which is out of my life experience.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to explore myself as a writer. I wanted to learn something, and before that I had done Ullidavuru Kandante or Kirik Party. I didn't know anything about the structure.
Okay.
Both the stories had come from inside me.
Yeah.
But this time I wanted to learn more about the structure and see how do you write exactly for the structure. So I mean, obviously it was my first time to learn the structure and write something for it. So there are sometimes you fail, sometimes you succeed in doing that, because every story ultimately has to come from inside. If it doesn't come from inside, then there is a lot of struggle. So that is something which I learned from ASN also. But yeah, so it was a big experiment we did.
But it was beautiful entertainer.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sir, after the huge success of KGF 2, Prithviraj Productions is distributing Charlie 777 in Kerala. So how do you share a bonding between Prithviraj sir and Malayalam Cinema?
So when we decided that we'll go pan-India with this film,
Yeah.
We were sure about one thing, that whoever comes on board in presenting the film in other states, he has to believe in the product, and he has to carry it on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And we got in touch with Prithviraj because of Raja Krishnan sir, our sound designer.
Okay.
So when he was designing the sound and he watched the film, he
Oh.
loved the film so much that he called Prithviraj and he told
Okay.
that, you know, I'll send a showreel, you have to watch it. So he watched the showreel and he came on board immediately.
Okay.
So that is when I you know, called and I spoke to him, I thanked him, and then the kind of support he and his team both have been, they've been giving is like, you know, it's too good. It's like, you know,
Nice,
that kind of a support we have not got anywhere else. He's literally carrying it on his shoulders. That's
super.
what we expected from him.
Sir, your team and Paramba Studios are creating some exceptional, innovative stuff to the cinema, to Indian cinema. So you have been started your career as doing some short films, making short films. You have been part of short films in the initial stage of your career. So what are the biggest lessons you have learned at that initial time when doing short films?
I learned filmmaking doing short films.
Okay.
So I didn't work under anyone as an assistant director.
Okay.
Nor did I have any filmmaking background, or none from my family were into films. So I learned filmmaking by watching films and by doing short films. So yeah, everything
And
what
that
I know
team
today is because of that.
there with you now.
And the same team has
making
been
films.
working with me. Yeah, yes, almost.
And Paramba Studios are also elaborating pretty much.
Yeah.
Sir, we're eagerly waiting to see Richard Anthony's come back to the screen. So, when can we expect that character of you?
So I have shot. I'm shooting a film called Saptasagara Chelo now.
Yeah.
I have finished half the shoot now.
Okay.
The second half is left, so which is why I'm changing my look and, you know, putting on
Yeah,
weight, things like that. So once that is done, I think by December I'll start shooting for the Richard Anthony.
Super. Sir, this movie is also a travel, adventurous kind of movie, other than the emotion between you and Charlie. So, what kind of challenges and difficulties you and the team faced while traveling from locations to locations with Charlie?
I think it was not that difficult, other than the Kashmir portion which we had to
Yeah.
shoot in the snow.
Yeah.
So shooting in the snow was a big challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see few of the making
that-
videos, you'll get to know the kind of challenges what we faced.
Torture song and all.
Oh, a torture song and all, it was shot in on sets.
Yeah.
So that was a different kind of challenge because of Charlie.
Okay.
But shooting in Kashmir in the snow was, the climate was not supporting us, and you know, we are 100 people shooting there in the snow, and the climate is really bad. And I have to run, you know, I can't even wear snow boots there. I have to wear normal boots.
Oh.
So I used to, my completely leg used to get frozen, and I can't wear the jackets, I can't wear the gloves because the character doesn't wear it in the film.
Yeah.
So it was very difficult to shoot, you know, there.
In Kashmir portion, especially.
Yeah.
So, do you have any plans for collaborating with Malayalam cinema industry? You are now
See, that is a-
elaborating your team and your, as an actor, as a producer, as a screenplay writer, you are elaborating so much. So, have you any plans of collaborating with Malayalam cinema in recent future?
That is going to be the future,
Yeah.
because everybody will start collaborating with the industry will start, you know, importing, exporting actors, technicians will start happening.
Yeah.
That is the future. That's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
There won't be.
That's a kind of healthy, good.
Yeah, definitely.
very good kind of-
That's where the world is moving.
Yeah.
You know, everything is getting global.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of cinema, right?
Beyond boundaries.
Beyond, I mean, you know, the audience is also beyond boundaries,
Yeah.
and also we also should, while working, also we should be beyond boundaries.
Yeah, correct.
So that's going to happen, and yeah, I also have few scripts where I would like to collaborate with,
Wow.
you know, actors from different industries for sure.
So you are a part of Kannada film industry, and we had a legend, Puneet Rajkumar sir. So do you have any kind of memories with sir? Can you share?
When I opened Paramba Studios, he's the one who came and inaugurated the
Oh, wow.
studio.
Super.
So obviously, you know, that's the greatest memory I can have, because
Yeah.
Paramba means everything to me,
Yeah.
and it is inaugurated
What's
by
that meaning? Paramba means
Paramba means the first vibration. Param means first.
first.
Va means vibration.
Okay.
So the legend says that the first vibration comes from the Shiva's Damru.
Yeah.
So it's different. It's another name for Om.
Okay.
And so when the first vibration comes, Shiva starts dancing.
Yeah.
So the
Life.
the life started forming. The world started forming
Yeah.
from there. So that the visual art, which is dancing, started from there, and the audio also the Om started from there. So the audio visual both started from one single thing.
So
which
it's
is
origin actually.
so that which is the Paramba.
Yeah. So now SSC's, your latest film SSC's look has been revealed some hours ago. So can you reveal anything about that movie?
The film, huh?
Yeah, SSC.
This is the look basically. I mean, obviously, not the dress, but the bald portion. I put on weight, 15 kilos for the shoot. It's a love story,
Okay.
and how far a man can go for his love.
Okay.
It's going to be a beautiful, again, emotional film.
Okay. You're waiting for that.
Sure.
So may Charlie conquer our hearts and box office, sir. Thank you so much for.
Thank you so much.
the time.
Pleasure being here. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.